So welcome to this full moon in Cancer, first full moon of the year, and mega intense full moon. A mega intense moment, actually. I think the full moon kind of encapsulates many of the information, but it's just the moment that is so powerful and so strong. Interestingly enough, today, 13th of January, starts a very important celebration in Hindu tradition where they celebrate something called Mahakumbh Mela, which is they celebrate the victory of the gods over the demons, where they were fighting over the Amrita, which is the elixir of immortality. And this event is connecting to certain positions of the stars. And the most regular, it can be celebrated every year or every 6 years, but let's say the most common is celebrated every 12 years. And there's a very special celebration every 144 years. And today starts this celebration for the 144-year cycle, which means it's a very important event, regardless of whether it belongs to the Hindu tradition or whatever tradition. The amount of energy that is signaled by this event and the amount of people, they expect, I think, 400 million people to join the celebration, which is like insane. So the amount of energy that is being put in that event in itself, just that is quite impressive. And I think it's very representative of the intensity of this moon. This moon has so many layers of information that I won't go to all of them because it would need hours. But you will see from what we're going to talk about today that it's a very, very important moment that we're experiencing. It's a great opening of something completely new. Just to finish off the Mahakumbh Mela, which is interesting because it connects to what we worked with in the last couple of moon cycles, new moon and full moon. During this celebration, people bathe into one of the 3 sacred rivers to wash their sins, liberate their karma, and find liberation towards illumination, enlightenment. And remember, the past couple of moons, there was a lot of releasing of karma. You can call it sins. The core information is that it's the result of past actions, whether in this lifetime or previous lifetime, that leave an imprint in our field or in our energy or in our existence that need reparation and liberation. And this event is about that, about leaving something behind and cleaning something in order to access liberation. Very, very powerful symbolism. And funnily enough as well, Maha means great in Sanskrit, Kumbh means pot, and Mela means to join, but Kumbh is also the name given to Aquarius in Hindu astrology. So it's very funny that it's tied again to Aquarius, and we'll see that in the sky there's more information about Aquarius today. This moon is happening at 24 degrees of Cancer. If you look at your chart and look the 24th degree of the sign of Cancer and relate to the house where that degree falls, it will give you the information of which area of your life is more impacted by this moon. But to be honest, and I've said that many times before, we're at a level of intensity and information that is just affects our entire, lives, all areas of our lives. For sure, it can be, let's say, more exacerbated in the house where this full moon falls. What this moon is telling us about, and you know that we've been preparing for this moment over the past maybe couple of years, is that everything that we've been doing so far, this is the time to start applying it. All the transformation that we've been through, all the releasing, all the shadow work, all the liberation of trauma, all the liberation of beliefs, all that we've been working on over the past 2 years, it's like the show starts now. It is the time to apply it, to put it into practice, and to act on it. It's a very important moment. Very, very important moment. Like we're going live, in other words. If anything that we've been doing so far was training, rehearsals, etc., now the show starts and we're doing it. And there's no repetition, there's no trial. We gotta do it now. Remember the last new moon that was on the 30th of December was the point of creation, like with a big C. And now is the time to create. And this moon is giving us our first lesson into what the new age of Aquarius looks like, into the new rules that we need to live by. I want to talk about something else before I dive into the details of this moon. If we're about to create a new world, or a new society, or a new earth, it is very important that we let go of all past schemes, beliefs, ways to see, preconceptions, all the patterns that we've had. We need to let them behind us, to let them go. And let's say, look in front of us to the horizon with virgin eyes. I don't know if I'm making myself understood, but we need emptiness, we need openness, we need free space in order for something new to come. And we also need new rules. So all the work that we've done, of course, it's for our own personal evolution. But whatever work we've done, we've also done it for everyone else, as we're spearheading the changes that are going to happen. And I really believe that if we're here doing this work, looking at these events, astrological events, and all other events that are happening, and looking at them from a consciousness perspective, it's because we are here to prepare this new era, this new society, etc., etc. And we're being given, at least today, is, let's say, lesson 1 or tool number 1. We're being given the tools and the rules to work for this new society, or this new earth. And the first lesson is about vibration. And let's dive into what that means. First of all, let's look at Cancer and what the archetype of Cancer means. Cancer is a water sign. It's the first and physical aspect of water out of all the signs of the zodiac. The archetype of Cancer is related to family, to ancestry, to ancestral karma, to the home. It's related to my tribe. It can be my family tribe, or it can be my chosen tribe as well. It's a sign of emotion and extreme sensitivity. Cancer is going to teach us about how we connect to our emotions, and how we connect to that and use that to recognize our tribe and to surround ourselves with this tribe, whether family or chosen tribe, as I said. Cancer is about nurturing and being nurtured by our family or tribe that we've chosen to be part of. It's the archetype that seeks security, whether material or emotional. It's ruled by the moon. So the moon is at home tonight in Cancer. Cancer is also the archetype that recognizes the notion that I want to be supported by my clan, and I support my clan. There's, it's almost like a cliquey kind of mindset where I have my group and we're supporting each other, and we're a closed cell, if you want. I don't know if you see what I mean. I hope so. We're going to have a moment afterwards for questions anyway, if you want to. In that sense, in the way it relates to its tribe, it's a very interesting parallel that we can make between Cancer and Aquarius. If you remember, we've spoken about the archetype of Aquarius before. It has that notion that it's related to other people and that we all support each other by being ourselves and by understanding that we're part of a network. Except that Cancer does it at a much smaller scale, where Aquarius is connecting to an infinite network in all dimensions, in all types of being. Cancer is still very physical, very close-knit, kind of small community. But there is a parallel to be drawn between the two and to keep in mind, because we're going to be using that today. The mantra of Cancer is I feel. So if you've been into ups and downs emotionally over the past few days, if you felt like you were super sad and super happy at the next minute, or all of this, given the intensity of this moon, is just normal. Just give yourself a break, rest if you need to rest. If you feel tired as well, this is it can be related to this moon. So it's shaking us a lot, really. So let's see how we're going to use this moon. It's almost like we're being given the first rule of a new earth, and this rule is learn to manage vibration. And we're going to see how and why. So a full moon is happening, remember, when the sun and the moon are on opposite sides of the zodiac. So the sun is in Capricorn and the moon is in Cancer. So they are at the two poles of an axis. And this is an axis where vibration is key. Number one, the first hint at what this moon is about. Capricorn is the one that builds the structures, and here the sun in Capricorn is conjunct Pluto, even if it's not in the same sign. Pluto has now moved into Aquarius. They are still very close. They're telling us about the collapse of these structures and about the fact that the new ones need to be put in place for the new age of Aquarius. Okay, that's on the one hand. By shining its light, the sun, by shining its light on the moon in Cancer, it's sending us back to the most sensitive sign of the zodiac, the one that relates to the feelings into the body. And what that means is that we need to use our ability to feel, to sense in this new era, because this is what is going to be our language in the new world that we're building. It's almost like our sensitivity is going to be our organ of navigation in this new world. Why? Because the old paradigm is collapsing, and all the references and the ways we had to navigate reality that relate to the older paradigm, they won't be valid because we're building something new. So we need to find something that is independent of whatever structure, of whatever type of rules or patterns that are going to make up this new world. It's almost like, I see it like almost like a evolutionary change, almost in our biology, in the way we perceive and communicate with our environment, almost like we're developing another sense or remembering another sense, whichever way you want to take it. So for sure, you must have come across the importance of vibration in readings, in classes, courses, whatever. I'm pretty sure that every one of you have heard about the importance of vibration and what it means for the world. But now is the time to apply it in our daily life as an actual tool. Remember, the mantra for Capricorn is I use. So we need to use that ability to feel that is being highlighted in Cancer today. Today, like at the moment, rather. It's not just today. And we need to train to use it like any other sense, because that's going to be the way we navigate. Like, mark my words, I want to say, because this is very, very, very important. I can't stress the importance of that enough. Close to the moon, we have Mars. Mars is currently retrograde, and it is in Cancer, and it's going to go into Leo a little bit later. No, it was in Leo. No, sorry. Mars is in Cancer. It was in Leo, and it's going to go back to Leo. But for now, it's in Cancer, and it's conjunct to the moon. So it's boosting. Mars is also related to the physicality of things. So it's giving us the will, the strength to develop that ability that is almost relates to our physical presence in 3D world. And also, why is vibration so important? Because it's the language of truth. The vibration don't lie. You can't lie in vibration. And when we say, you know, we have that expression, we say it resonates or it doesn't resonate. It's beyond words. It's beyond your ideas. It's beyond what you have in your mind. It's beyond your patterns, your beliefs. It's just like you feel a resonance or you don't feel that resonance. Sometimes something doesn't resonate, even if logically it should, but it doesn't. And for sure, I'm sure you have experienced it before, where something looks like it works, but you feel it doesn't work. And now what we need to learn is to follow that resonance that we perceive about things, about people, about situations, it can be up to foods. This works with everything, because as you know, everything is vibration. So everything has a signature that communicates its essence, including us. We have a vibration that defines us, but also can change over time. That's for another discussion. So, learning the language of truth. We have Neptune in Pisces, which reinforces our connection with our intuition. Neptune is connecting to the sun and moon. And so Neptune is helping us connect with our intuition, with our inner sense, but also connects us with oneness, which is where we're going to, and to all that is. And Uranus, which is also connecting to the sun and moon, is pushing us towards change, but also reinforces the message of the importance of truth and the vibration and the importance of finding our tribe, because Uranus is the planet that rules Aquarius. So it's sending us, it's connecting us with the information of the new age, the new earth, whatever you want to call it. It's also reminding us that we're going beyond our small tribe that I described earlier. Now we are connecting to a cosmic network, a much bigger network than the tribe we that is closer to us. That's the second important information. I mean, let's say the another way to look at that information about vibration. Another thing that comes with this full moon, it's really asking us to focus on the dream. Remember, the last month of the year, we were in a portal where we were meant to build the dream, like to look ahead of us and see what is it that we want to create. So now this is the time to focus on that and start bringing that into reality. The full moon in Cancer speaks about that gestation of the dream that Capricorn manifests. Capricorn is a super manifester in the zodiac, and that's where the sun is. And both of them are really super strong in this moon. Again, Mars being conjunct the moon is energizing that idea as well as Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto that speak about change and that give us a direction towards which we're moving. So there are these slower planets, and it's also planets that touch us at the collective level as well, are really sustaining that dream and sustaining the gestation of that dream. Yeah. One other thing to have in mind is that there is a Mars is opposing Pluto, and it's been running for a while. It's really really a lot of fire and a lot of polarity that can be, let's say, that you can be experiencing. So this, on top of everything, Mars being in one of the most sensitive signs, I just want to say, just make sure that you ground yourself, that you don't jump into conflicts, that you, whenever you face a situation that, just makes your blood boil, just step back and take a breath and, just don't engage in this fiery, feisty kind of energy, which is very, very present. Yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. And one last thing that is really interesting is that the full moon is in exact square to Arcturus. Arcturus is by excellence it's a master star, as you know, and it's by excellence the star of the age of Aquarius and of Christic energy. So if we ever needed additional information about the meaning of this moon and what it's talking about, like, this is it. It's also the master star associated with sound and vibration. So the message is very, very clear. What else can I say about Arcturus? It helps the soul purify itself. So it kind of has, confirms the meaning that I mentioned earlier about letting go of our sins, our karma, whatever you want to call it, but at least the past, to leave that behind. It also helps with finding the inner light within and to put oneself in service to others. So the message is very, how can I say that? It can be summed up in very few words, but it's so the message is so big and so important and so powerful that I really encourage you to maybe take a moment to meditate. We're going to do an alignment for it. So together we will try and integrate that information today. But I really encourage you to take this information very seriously and think about how you can incorporate that in your everyday life. One of the first things that you can do is just start watching your vibration. How do you do that? Watch your thoughts, watch your feelings, and readjust whenever you find yourself in on a downhill or having thoughts that are making you depressed or sad. Just, I'm not saying suppress, but just watch those and don't let yourself be carried into a spiral with that. That's one of the ways to do it, but we're going to have to learn how to use this and to use vibration to recognize, what's good for me, what's not good. Does that resonate with me or not? And we need to learn how to hold our vibration. That's I don't know what other lessons are coming for this year, but this is like fundamental lesson. We need to learn how to hold our vibration and maintain it no matter what happens around us. That's very, I can't emphasize it enough. It's very, very important. It's vital. It's vital. So if I summarize this moon, we're entering the time and the moment where we are applying everything we've been learning so far. Since 2020, I want to say. So over the past 5 years. It's the time to act on all the teachings that we've received, all the work that we've been doing. We become that person that we've been working on. We're becoming that person now, and more in 2025, and more. So, while I was waiting for the connection to come back, I asked for one card, and then I'm going to ask for another one now that we're all here together, and we see what comes up. Okay. So remember, this is the oracle that holds the wisdom of the people from inner earth. Okay, here's the second. The first one that we got is from the Pleiadian, and it's called the Law of Affinity, which is, I don't know if you can see this, if I can put it next to my face. Yeah, you'll see it. Which is the law of correspondence, but also the law of vibration. And this is the second one that we had from the Aztecs, and it's called the Divine Hierarchy. Let's look at the first one, the law of affinity. It goes like this. We, the united people of Pleiades, give great importance to our cultures. Culture, according to us, sacralizes the eternal presence of the great law. We reap what we sow. We have engraved in our consciousness the responsibility of what we seed on our earths, on our grounds, but also in our hearts, in our thoughts, and in our actions. Today, we would like to remind you that the law of affinity is a force with which you have to harmonize yourself with every day, at every moment. By dancing with it, you will reap way beyond your hopes, like an eternal source. Seed what you would like to see grow, and do not fertilize the soils that you don't want to use anymore. The key is, in everything that you seed, make sure that every seed contains love. Very nice. It's really like I see it as they're giving us more precision about the vibration, as how do we take care of our vibration, and how do we create the right vibration. That's amazing. Thank you. And the second one is from the Aztecs, the divine hierarchy. And let's see what it talks about. Interesting. We, people of stellar origin, we understand the importance of respecting the divine hierarchy. In our organization, we have mirrored the divine hierarchy by placing at the center of our decisions beings that are worthy of our trust and that are of great wisdom. By this message, we would like to advise you to put your trust in people that demonstrate devotion and a real wisdom that is not seeking their own interest. To give your trust, you have to yourself demonstrate honesty towards yourselves regarding the interests that you are pursuing. Interests that are too egotistic will attract people in which you are likely to place a blind trust, losing your own discerning capacity. The more your interests are pure and transparent and directed toward the collective, the more you will have the discernment, the necessary discernment, to surround yourself with the right people that are susceptible to help you take your projects to good completion. So the key of this message is evaluate the nature of your interests and demonstrate discernment in the choice of the people you collaborate with. Vibration again. Very serious, all of this, no? I find this moon very, very serious. This goes beyond everything that we've been working with so far. Vibration is such a vast concept that we can spend we can spend a whole day talking about what vibration means and how it translates into our daily lives. So rather than mentalizing all of that, this is the key message of this moon. Why is it coming through Cancer? Cancer does not mentalize that. Cancer feels. So let go of what you think your vibration should be, etc., etc. Use your mind to take care of your vibration, but use your feeling to align it to what you want it to be. And the Pleiadians, what they're telling us today is place love in every seed, whether action, thought, emotion. That's the shortest way. And this is the way we are meant to work with. We're no longer mentalizing our existence. We're going through another route. So it's very important to surrender to that. There's a notion of surrendering. Yes, there is all the letting go, but we've been doing that work for 5 years. That's it. It's not because we've done the work for 5 works that we're going to get it right the first day. I think that's understood. but we need to jump into the pool. That's it. Try it. For some people, it comes more naturally than others. But if you don't think it comes to you naturally, just try it. Maybe try it on small things. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just talking out loud. Like maybe at a restaurant, just try it by choose your dish with your guts, not with what you think you need to eat today because of what you ate this morning and what you're going to eat tomorrow. Just silly example. You're at a party, there's someone you don't know, you feel like you need to talk to them, just go talk to them. And another one that feels like, for no reason at all, I don't want to talk to them, then just don't talk to them. Just experiment. That's even though the lesson is very clear and it's very kind of strong, like hopefully we still have some leeway to try things out. And another thing that I wanted to add with regards to our conversation earlier about how to look after your vibration. When I said asking for help, there's different ways you can ask for help. You can ask for help from people around you, from friends, from therapists, from guides, visible and invisible. Your guides are not always invisible for those who are used to that, and they are not always visible for those who are used to teachers. The invisible help and invisible realm is very present at the moment. So it's also important to get used to connecting with that and tapping into that. I told you this moon there's so many layers to the information of this moon. It's like, I think we will all need maybe a month to integrate all of that. But it's a beautiful message. And I like that it's very clear. Like if there's one thing to remember, vibration. Just look after that and until the next lesson. And I'm sure there will be more lessons this year. Okay, we're way over time, but we need to do that alignment. You should be hearing the music. Are you hearing it? Can you just say this if you... All right. Take a moment to stretch. Maybe shake a little bit. And find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Let's focus on the breath for a moment.
Dunia, I think with the music, you're not that clear. I mean, it's...
You need the voice louder. Okay. See how it goes. If it gets disconnected, I'll just send you the audio separately. Now my voice is okay. Can you hear my voice okay now? Yes. Yeah? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go back. Focusing on the breath. And imagine yourself under a starry night. Sitting by a fire. Feel is generous and warm light. Gently close your eyes as you're staring at that fire. Close your eyes. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your lower belly. For my left hand, I feel the vibration of my heart. And I listen. This is my unique vibration. Pulse at my heart, broadcasting constantly. And I take a few moments to synchronize my breath with my heart. And I inhale on 3 heartbeats. Hold my breath, 1. And exhale on 4. I follow that rhythm, synchronizing my inhales with my exhales with my heart. Until I reach total harmony with that beat. Maybe my heartbeat starts slowing down a little. And I follow that. With my heart. Give the rhythm. And just show me the way. I feel how slowly my entire being synchronizes with my heartbeat. I hold that feeling of harmony within. feeling of being centered, or being in synchrony with my own beat. And I noticed that around the fire, people and beings have gathered. These are my tribe, family, chosen tribe, across all times and spaces. Once again, I close my eyes and I allow the vibration of my heart to expand and reach each one of those that are around me. And I listen to the echo of their presence and the information carries with it. What each of them has for me. No words, just with the echo of their vibration. And I feel how that resonates within. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I recognize the echo of all these relations. Recognize their echo within. And I become aware of how each of them supports me and nurtures me in their own unique way. And now that all have spoken, from my heart, from my vibration, I send my gratitude to each and every one of them. And I have thanked them all. I understand it is my turn to walk my path and move forward toward the purpose that I set for myself. Think about it. I take a moment to think of all that I want to achieve, all the goals, projects, the reality that I want to create. I place all of that in my heart, in my center. And I allow my vibration to go on, to be broadcast all around me, and to reach the cosmos, the furthest point, the entire cosmos. This is my truth that I'm sharing with the world. And it is through my vibration that I seek to manifest my dream. And I support and amplify this vibration in my voice. As my vibration echoes back to me, I listen, response to the universe, the response of the cosmos to my soul, hearing the harmonies and the dissonances, using that echo to create and adjust my path. And I understand that it is my vibration that in the first place created those harmonies and dissonances. And I use them to attune my own frequency. And in that way, I can bring change to the reality that I manifest. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. I use, I am, I feel, I use, I am, feel, I use, I am. expand that information, my entire body, by massaging and caressing my body from head to toe, toe to head. Thank you once again for being here and for sustaining that energy. I wish you a beautiful full moon, and I will see you at the next cycle.